His name is Lou Dobbs. You may have heard of Lou Dobbs. He is the host of the Great America Show with Lou Dobbs. If he's the host, that would make sense. And he joins us now from his farm in New Jersey, where he's growing food to survive whatever is coming. All right. Did I overdo it on the economic analysis?
No, I don't think so. And by the way, Killing the Legends, that was one heck of a sales pitch. I'm going to be buying several copies right away. Bill, I mean, that's an amazing concept that you came up with. And I know the book will do it, like all your others, will do amazing. So congratulations on the book. In terms of the economy, right now we're in a place we've never been before. We have, as you say, double-digit inflation, even though the CPI puts it at 8.3, 8.5. And a president who says it's zero because it doesn't move 1 month, June to July. It's preposterous. We have a man we have to pretend is able, not impaired, in the White House, who reminds us daily of just how impaired he is and how dire the situation is when he doesn't even understand the impact or the consequences, or doesn't care about the impact or the consequences of his economic policy. The lavish spending is an understatement that this president has undertaken. We will be paying for this for a very long time. Many people don't know, Bill. $31 trillion in national debt, trillions of dollars more than the size of the GDP itself. That hasn't happened since World War II. And we are in severe straits for so many reasons.
Okay, what are you, who's worked hard all his life, and you have investments, as most of us do, what are you doing now?
Well, one of the things that's impossible to resist is the short-term treasuries. Those short treasury bills are paying almost 4% for 6 month, 9 month. And if you want to go further out, you just simply lose money because we're still in an inverted yield curve. So I would say that the most appealing investment right now are those short-term treasuries for people. It's safe. It's you still have to pay taxes on it, but it's an awfully good return. And it's as I say, in these times, it's safe, and that's worth a whole lot of money.
Now, there are some people who are trying to buy the market down. They say, well, it's got to come back, so we'll get low prices. Is that smart, do you think?
For some people, it's smart because they have the capital to do so. Picking a bottom is a dangerous thing for anyone to do. I've tried it over the course of 40 years, and I've missed by some sizable margins along the way. But you also historically know that that market will come back. It just changes some people from short-term investors to long-term investors. If you've got sufficient capital, as always, what you put in the market should be excess capital. It is, it's a
gamble. You're gambling, and
exactly.
Right. Now, most people have 401ks. I shouldn't say most, but many people have 401ks, and they get their monthlies, and it's dropping. It's dropping. I don't even look. I can't. I'll cry. I don't even look. And what makes me mad is I predicted everything that's happened. Before the 220 election, I predicted if Biden wins, this is what's going to happen. 100% across the board. And I went, oh, like this. And every time I see my liberal friends, I take a hammer out and they run away. But this is pain because people need retirement money. They need college money. I mean, Biden's going to run up a $500 billion college loan forgiveness debt, but that's not close to what it is. And you need funds, and people are very, very worried. Is there anything you can say to those people to bring the apprehension level down?
I can say that we've seen new homes sell again. That's the first time that's happened in 6 months. We see spots of what I would call hopeful signals, but not many and not enough we're still in a recession. There's no doubt about that. We've had 2 consecutive quarters of contracting economy. That is by whoever wants to define it any way they want. Remember, this president has a lawyer for his chief economics advisor. So that tells you how interested he is in the realities of the economy. But we're in recession. It's going to be a while before we get out, in my opinion. It could be next year. We are also in hyperinflation, as you put it, and hyperinflation to me is anything approaching double digit. And we're just going to have to, as I say, we're going to have to hunker down here because that's what corporations are doing. They're laying people off. The Federal Reserve is raising rates at levels that are unprecedented. And it's the same old nonsense from the Federal Reserve. I thought Jerome Powell had learned his lesson, Bill, but he didn't under Trump. When he started raising rates in advance of the market, he got hammered, and so did President Trump for a short period of time. But Trump was a better economist than Jerome Powell ever hoped to be. And certainly this Fed now is basically saying to the working man and woman in this country, the hell with you. He said,
yeah, that's absolutely right. And many of them don't even know that. They don't even know they're getting the finger from the White House. And just one aside, Trump had Larry Kudlow. Right. That was a key because Kudlow knows the economy. He knows the supply side and how to grow the capitalist economy. Final question. There are many, many Americans on the conservative traditional side who firmly believe, Biden and the Democrats want to tank the capitalistic system to impose a quasi-socialism. Big government runs the economy from Washington. Do you believe that?
Yeah, there's nothing quasi-socialist about this. This is a Marxist ideology at work, and there is no way in the world. Think about this, Bill. There's not a single policy that this administration has pursued that you can demonstrate to anyone is in the national interest, whether it's an open border, whether it is sky-high prices, whether it is diminished independence on energy. I mean, we are.
It's awful. And then you go with the crime and the wokeism. It never ends. Yeah. But even though it's awful, the polling has this. It's not like a mass repudiation of the Biden administration, the Democratic Party. It's not what's happening. I think it's because many of our fellow American voters are dumb. They don't know anything, and they don't want to know anything. Last word.
Well, they're being accommodated by a national mockingbird press and media that doesn't want them to know and wants them to be beguiled and shielded from truth. That's breaking down because of shows like yours, mine, and others that are not dependent upon the corporate media for our existence and for our
I'm so glad I'm out. I don't know about you, but I'll never go back to court ever in a million years. Look, if you want to find Lou, it's very simple. LouDobbs.com. LouDobbs.com. You go there. It's like BillO'Reilly.com. Everything Lou is there. Pictures of him on his tractor with radishes or whatever you do on the farm. I don't know. But LouDobbs.com. Thanks for helping us out, Lou. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Bill. Great to see you.